Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing good. I'm going to just give it just a couple for everyone to hop on. I apologize for my tardiness, but you already know I'm always tardy. All right, so tonight's live is going to be about summoning the shadows. It is part of the Dark series that I've been doing for a little while now. I should say myself and a few others have been doing for a little while. Don't mind my dark circles under my eyes. At the moment, you might hear footsteps above me. That is my husband, because I say I'm going to go live at 8, and he decides he's going to walk everywhere upstairs. All right. So again, tonight is Summoning of the Shadows, and it is kind of like a do-it-yourself. I'm going to pull up my live here so that way I can see comments, which... don't even see my live popping up. If I don't see my live, I'm going to end this one. Nope, it's there. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay. I was worried because the comments aren't really doing so well. All right. Hello, hello. Am I glitching? It looks like I'm glitching. I might have to switch. We got new internet, and we're about to get another new internet. Please let me know if I'm glitching on your end, guys, because it looks like I'm glitching. And we can't have that for tonight's live at all. Hey, Christy. Hey, Jody. Hey, everyone. But yeah, someone just pop in and let me know if we are glitching. Just wait for the comment to let me know, because I don't want to go too far if we are. Okay, perfect. I like it. So, it's spell word time. Now, in order to understand this live tonight, you had to have already watched my Shadow Magic live that I did just last month, okay? Which was just a couple weeks ago. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. But to understand it, that's what you got to see, okay? Because I'm not doing any information-based stuff, because I already did it, right? This is like a part 2 of it, and this is going to be, I guess you could say, a ritual or a summoning. I call it a summoning because when I first did this, that's what it was. I was summoning something. Some people prefer to call it a ritual. It's your own personal preference on how you want to call it, okay? The two things, or a couple things I should say, that you're gonna need is you're gonna need 2 good-sized mirrors, okay? And let me just kind of show you one of the mirrors. You can't really see the other mirror yet until I sit on the ground, but to kind of give you like an idea, one good-sized mirror, okay? And the other one, which you might be able to see, you see that little, candle light in there? That's it reflecting off the mirror. Oh, and there's Anubis, but you can't see him because it's so dark. So right now I have a different mirror candle light here, but once we start, I'll blow this one out, turn my computer in the other direction, which is not good because hopefully comments start popping up on my phone, but they haven't been for a while, so I guess, it is what it is. All right, so to do it yourself, so you're gonna need 1 candle light that's gonna give enough reflection in the mirrors to bounce off shadows, okay? And as you can see my shadows? That's what we want. We want some type of shadow. So when we sit down, you're gonna have the candle placed in front of you and in front of one mirror. The other mirror is gonna be behind you, but kind of off to the side, so it catches the reflection of the candlelight and gives the shadow effect. Now, what we're doing though is, everyone with me? We're accessing a portal, okay? So I will give this disclaimer now, as I always do when I do dark workings. I'm not gonna let anything bounce to you, so don't worry. I've already saged my space. I've rewashed the mirrors, and they're, like I said, big size mirrors. I've rewashed my mirrors. I've christened them with fire water, so, and not like the fire water thing, but it's my fire water. It is just cinnamon oil water that I splash onto it to give it, please don't take this the wrong way. That pit of hell kind of closing thing. Yeah, it's a me thing, not a you thing, I promise. But it's to close it if anything bad happens. So don't worry, nothing shall bounce to you when I access my mirrors tonight. If you're doing this on your own, salt works beautifully. Just put it all the way around or put it around the mirrors only. That works too, okay? Swiping? Nope. I can see like who's popping on. It's showing me everyone who's popping on. Jody, how did you learn that? Oh, you're genius. I see comments on my phone. Listen, I love you. You're like my new... I love you. I'm not gonna say my new favorite because you've already been my favorite. One of like 15, 16 of us. I'm just kidding. Okay, I love everyone. Everyone knows that. All right, but yeah, you just totally solved my problem. I'm still looking at my computer over here for no absolute reason except for the fact that I have the music playing in the background. Also, when we go and do stuff, please let me know if the music is too loud. It is an ambiance of a dark setting type of music. It is just something I found on YouTube because I have to mentally get there in a meditative state. Okay, but I've already cleansed my space with Palo Santo dipped in dragon's blood. I also have, oh my god, a black sage stick, which is mugwort. So you could use that too. That is an accessing thing. I will relight both of those right before we start, so do not worry. And it's mostly a good thing of, I don't want you to give me anything when I try and access this too, in case you guys have little friends that like to hang around. I don't want to send them into a realm they're not from, if that makes sense. Okay, so please let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns so I could address them before we actually get started. But again, you're gonna need 2 bigger size mirrors. You're going to need a nice candle, which is going to give you that shadow effect. You need a form of protection for yourself. I always wear my amulet, although I'll be actually changing this one out. I feel like it's just not serving its purpose in a daily fashion, which isn't good because I can only wear certain ones to work. So, and this is one of the biggest things I need. So I'm gonna work on figuring out what I'm gonna replace it with, but I mean, the Morgans always help me, so, and this is one of hers. Nope, you're not. All right, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? All right, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not something that you have to follow a strict, like, ceremonial type of ritual for, okay, at all. This is coming from here, but also coming from here, okay? So it's the words you need to come out. Now, if you're one of those ones that prefers to write something down, words-wise, please do so. I used to do the whole rhyming incantation stuff, and I loved it, and it was awesome. However, I lose my train of thought when I'm trying to meditate into a state and then speak an incantation that I had to write out. I really do. I lose my words. So I started probably about a year and a half ago, actually. It's only been a little bit since I've been like, had an epiphany, like, hey, idiot, stop doing it. But I just speak what I need to speak, okay? It's like talking to a friend kind of thing for me when I do stuff like this. Now, if I'm summoning or calling into very specific ones and I know they're all about formalities, then I probably will follow very strict code. But in this case tonight, we're not going to. So we're gonna speak what we need to speak. If you wanna write something down, please do, okay? I'm also going to harness a clear quartz. This is actually my newest one. This is the one that I got from Sarah Lee's shop. They handpicked this one for me, and it is probably the most powerful piece I have, except for my Lumerian clear quartz, which she got for me too. So this is my baby, and this is my hand one, okay? So I will also have this. Now, some people like to have black obsidian. Some people want labradorite because it is very realm worldy. But in my case, I like amplifiers, and Jody already knows I'm huge onto crystals, so that's what I'm going to be using, okay? Anyone have any questions before we sit down? Now, when we do this, whether you're doing it, if you're doing it with me, you're not going to be able to go back and see if seeing something behind you. For the ones that are watching, look around, okay? Look in the mirror, look at the things behind me, stuff like that, okay? I go off of hearing things, and I go off of just that weird feeling. My eyes will be closed for a little bit until I need to harness into the mirror. And what you're going to do is we're going to look straight into the mirror that's right in front of you, but we're going to look at an angle as it bounces into the other mirror. I'm not going to be looking at the things around me, the shadows around me, because again, I'm calling into someone. I'm not looking for who's already here, which, as you guys remember from my last live, I had already attachments, and so to say, and not bad attachments, but ones that give me a little forewarning, like, hey, what are you doing? Da da da, all da. What we're going to be doing, and I probably should have said this from the very beginning, is we're going to be finding that bind. We're going to be finding that tether of the shadow world to you. So it's going to be a type of shadow, a spirit, so to say. And we're going to find the one that's already tethered to you, okay? Because everyone is, like I said the last live, everyone has one. Just like everyone has a spirit guide, everyone has, no, I'm just going to say everyone has a spirit guide because that's a big thing. But everyone has a shadow side too. And that's what we're calling into. And we're going to use them to stay tethered to us, to go with us, to be on call for us. Does that make sense? Who? Natasha says who? Who? Who are we talking about? Like, that's, you mean like who we're calling into? Because it doesn't have a name. Because it's your personal. Mine might have had a previous name or has never had a name, and you might want to give it a name. I don't really know. I won't lie, like, I never gave him a name. It's just kind of my shadow. So I always look at it like that. But you're going to be bringing in the one that's tethered to you. Okay? I just keep looking at over here to make sure. Oh, okay. You got it. All right. Anyone have any other questions? I'm just curious, is anyone going to be doing this with me tonight? Or are we going to watch me do it, see what you get from it, and then maybe putting it in your toolbox, in your spell book or ritual book, ceremonial book, things like that, to be able to do another time? Just curious. I guess we should get set up. Let me blow out this candle so it might get dark for a minute. And then I gotta turn the laptop. Actually, yeah, I gotta turn the laptop around. Watching and putting in the toolbox. It's a phrase we use at the work. Any type of like toys we have at work to play with, we say, we're learning something to put in our toolbox. So I think it's a habit of saying, putting it in my toolbox. Perfect. I like it. Okay. Just so I know, like, if I have to go a little slower or fast or just my normal pace that I do. But again, this is not a ceremonial type of thing because that's just not how I am. I don't like to follow a strict script. I like to have fun with it. All right. So let me just close out of this. Find a way to turn him around. Okay. Oh, and you might see a little Anubis sporadically. You know he always joins me in my workings, so expect it. And I will have to set up real quick on the ground. And I'm getting old too, so bear with me on that. I'm trying to find the best angle, which is not that way. It's gonna be that way. Oh, you gotta move him over. Hey, Newbie, you gotta move, buddy. You just gotta be in the way, don't you, kid? Give me the bounce. Oh, too far. Dang it. Oh, there we go. You always want to play in the darkness, don't you? Okay, so how I have it set is the mirror at an angle. Which way? At an angle, as you see, okay? I wish I could put this like this. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Don't look at me weird. Trying to find the best way for you guys to see everything. Sorry, guys. It's a little weird with this. Nope. Let me see what I can put it on. Because you want to see. I know I got tons of stuff in here. It doesn't matter what I'm going to put it on. Will this work? Let me see. Scoot you this way. Nah. You just stay. Ugh, okay. Ugh, that was a lot of work. So, this angle for you guys. And I'm modifying this just for you guys, just so you know. Okay, you guys can see the candle. Backwards direction's not cool for me. Okay, so you see my shadow in that? Okay, that's the key. Alright. Now me, I'm looking at it through here, which, I wonder if I can twist it. I know you guys are like, come on, Crystal. Which actually, this might be the best angle. You see a lot of me, right? And yes, I actually washed this mirror, but this is so old that, you know, it does what it wants. No. You guys won't be able to see what I want you to see. Nope. Nope, you're gonna have to probably do it the way I was already doing it. So we're swapping. Alright, putting it back on the box. Back on the box! It's so hard when you're doing it as a live because I want you guys to get the full effect of it. And it's really hard with camera angles and stuff like that. That's why I'm definitely an in-person person. Okay. Alright. Biggest thing and first thing to do is get into that meditative state. So I gotta take these glasses off because they will throw me off. I'm trying not to burn myself. I'm going to light Dragon's Blood incense stick for protection. Try not to burn myself real quick. Then, biggest thing, I have a Palo Santo, which is doused in Dragon's Blood. I don't know if you can't really see the Dragon's Blood, but it is doused in Dragon's Blood. Okay? I'm going to light it. This is my extra protection. And that's just me cleansing the portal, the mirror, my first mirror here, second mirror back here, okay? That's why I went around twice, so that way it gets the added effect, okay? So, I'm gonna put myself in that meditative state now, so bear with me, and all I'm doing is I'm trying to put myself into like a void spot, so a place of darkness, a place where there's no light, okay? When I open my eyes after I put myself in this state, I want the light to be all I see, okay? So it's kind of like you're taking a torch. He's following my shadows. You following my shadow? What are you chasing after already? Anyways, okay, that wasn't creepy or anything. And that's what you're gonna get after you come back from that darkness into that light. Sometimes you gotta kind of put your eyes over your hand of your eyes to completely blacken because the light is already here. But then I want you to solely focus between the mirrors, and you're gonna see your own reflection, okay? And you're going to literally flick your hand over the light that you see in the back, not actually through the first one, because you want to see the light disappear and you want to see your hand turn completely black. All right, here we go. Meditative state, taking yourself into a void. the next step after waving, because it's kind of like you're searching for that tether, okay? And you're trying to figure out, like, where is it? You know it's through the mirrors. And then once you kind of feel like kind of that energy, like remember when we did energy working, you kind of feel like that weird sensation in the center of your hand, I want you to kind of grab it, okay? And when you grab it, you're grabbing that tether, all right? And once you have that tether and you feel that tingling or that cold spot or that hot spot, just depends on the person's preference. And I want you in front of the candle, the reflection from the mirror to mirror, is I want you to grab it, tighten your hand, okay? And then as soon as you tighten your hand, you have to say the words, okay? Now again, you can say whatever words you want. And I'm not gonna be very like formal, I'm very informal on this, all right? Because he's already attached to me and I know he is, okay? Some people like to pull into the mirror and pull the tether back. Some people just like to hold it to the side and twist their wrist like they're binding it, like a string would around your wrist. And by you doing this, you're tethering it, or I should say you're wrapping it tight around your wrist and holding it tight, okay? That's the visualization you need to get from this. The color of the tether or the string can be whatever you want. It can be black, red, green, whatever. Mine literally looks like smoke, okay? And that's my tether every time, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and wave again. When I find it, hopefully I find it, I'm going to close it and hold it, okay? And then I will speak my words, all right? Shadow, I found you. Shadow, come to me. By this binding, by this tether, I pull you from those depths. I open the gate. Will you come? I open the gate. Will you come? Shadow. I summon you to do my bidding when I call. Attach yourself as my shadow. So when I call, you'll do it all. Shadow, I summon you. From portal to portal, I summon you. Shadow, I summon you to do my bidding when I call. Attach yourself to my shadow. think Anubis is my shadow. You're lucky the spirits like you. Lay down. Don't tell me you attached yourself. Lay down. No, not the fire. Fire bad for you. No fire. And then I like to kind of get up, keeping him away from the fire, of course. Out of my mirror. Let me let him pass. And I like to get close, and I like to look past my own reflection into the dark spot. Okay? So when I'm looking, which I'm gonna turn it around to show you. So when I'm looking, nope, that's not gonna work. I wish I could show you, but there's like a little spot right here. And that's what you want to see. Nope, back to this way. I wish you guys can see this a little bit better, but the reflection in shadows is very slow. So like my shadow moves and I can see my shadow, I can see my fingertips. But when you see it in the reflection, it's a lot slower, and it's kind of like, I'm not gonna sound that, oh, okay, yeah, sure it is. But it's kind of like someone's taking a hold of that tether, because your shadow that is bouncing through the mirrors, because even though there's two mirrors, they just keep ricocheting. But it's literally like they're grabbing on, like, I got this, like I'm coming, you know what I mean? And it's gonna take a minute. It's not a quick fix kind of thing. It's this, meditative state that you have to be in, that you have to just keep looking. But you have to look in the dark parts, because that's where you're gonna see the weird shadows, which is very cool when you see them bounce off the mirrors, okay? Or, which I really don't want to do this with him behind me, but you can take it from the back. And hide yourself in front of it and look at the shadow of the mirrors and how it ricochets a little bit. But I was taught mirror always in front. So that's what I always do. Mirror always in front. I guess you should see the comments. So I'm just scrolling up real quick. Okay. The music is adding a bit of eerie to this. Anyone else getting... And that's the type of ambiance I like to get, because when I'm not live doing it, I will literally sit here in front of the mirror and just stare. But I'll sit more in the middle of it and not so much right up on it like I am right now, because I want you guys to kind of see the movement I'm doing. But it does kind of give that eerie vibe with added the music. But that's me staying in that meditative state, because that's my imagery that I have to set myself to get into that state, because I can't have complete quiet and silence, because my mind then plays tricks on me. So by me having that background noise, it does help like 100%, because then what I do hear above the ambient music, I know is legit, because I shouldn't see it, or I shouldn't hear it, I'm sorry, above that. You know what I mean? Like my mind can't be playing tricks. Any advice to get to the void state? So I like to picture me walking on a cobblestone type of walkway. Start off, I always start in like the foresty areas, but at nighttime, and I'm walking this path, and as I'm going further down this path, it goes empty. like completely empty. And I always turn myself around in my mind, like I'm looking around, and there's nothing there, absolutely nothing there. And that is the void. The void is complete emptiness. Like you won't see anything, no light, no nothing. It is pure emptiness. But I always take myself on that walk to get there, and then it just disappears. Like you kind of stepped into a wormhole in a way. It just disappears. There's no like crazy light streaming past you. It's just gone. And then once I see it, pure nothing, and I turn around and I look, it works, and I'm there. Ooh, I'm gonna have to rewatch to see if there was any movement in the corner. Can you please write down what you say? I'm gonna have to rewatch what I said, but I usually always say the same thing. I always talk about opening the portal, come to me, I'm summoning you, attach yourself to me, to do my bidding when I call, things like that. And I always say kind of the same thing, just not in the same order, I guess you can say. No, you're not like, yeah, Anubis wants my attention. Yes. Sometimes he nudges me like, hey, I'm here. You know I'm here. I got you. But he is my, not a familiar, because he's not my familiar, but he is like my little mini bodyguard. My watcher, so to say. Oh, I completely get it, Sarah Lee, and welcome. Probably between midnight, and that's actually a really good time for it. Full moons are great to do this. Not. And of course, what do we just have, guys? A full moon. So this is not really the time to do this, but to get the shadow effect, sometimes it is nice to have it. I still prefer to do it on a new moon, but a full moon works too. But you want to have either the full or the new moon. And I love that, Olivia. I love that. Just a little different each time. Yes, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna try it again, because I'm not gonna lie, I got distracted by Anubis and myself. I want to try this again. Okay. And I promise,
no matter what.
Background. Hey, music. Let me check my music, because I need that back.
What kind of work your team does.
Come on, commercial. Okay, I'm back. All right, here we go, guys. Let's do this. No distractions. Shadow, I call to you through this portal. The tether that we have, I wrap. I anchor and pull. I summon you to this realm. Will you come to do my bidding? Attach yourself to my shadow. Come. The gateway is open. I can feel you. Hello. Will you do my bidding? Stand guard, protect me from those that wish to do me harm. Announce yourself. Show yourself to me. There you are. It's a little cold. You accept, I accept. Binded and tethered, we are together. Thank you. I close the portal on this night. No longer shall anyone come through. The flame shall vanish, be no more. This is my room. You're not welcome. Let me get caught up. It's a little chilly now. Ooh, okay. Hold on. I'm getting a head rush. Okay. I'm just, catching up. Watching you meditate calms me like the ocean does. That is so strange. Ooh, I like that though. I like having that kind of power. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I do. I really like the power. I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very filling and full of passion. Serenity says, I love the way you meditate. I get super nervous when someone watches me meditate. And you know what? I used to be like that. I'm actually not anymore. Hold up. Wait a minute. What is that? Oh my gosh, I freaked myself out for a second over my freaking incense. I was like, oh my god, what is that glowing? Here's my incense burning still. Listen, sometimes the strong, they have little breakthroughs and it's just not a good one. I used to be nervous, and I'm not anymore. I actually like people watching me. It's just tuning the world out is sometimes still my problem. It does, 100%. 100%, Sarah Lee. I can see movement behind you, and it's not your hair. I had to double check. Definitely movement behind you. I will say, he is here. It's not the one from my first live. He kind of like disappeared on me a little bit, but I asked for assistance and I received that message very quickly. I received a cold chill down my spine. I don't even know if I told you guys that when I was doing it. That I felt it. Seeing in my reflection through the opposite, like other mirrors, I actually kind of felt like not me in the other reflections. Like, I know I'm here, okay? But I felt like whoa, bro. I felt like I was not me for a minute, and it was like I was receiving the message kind of thing. It's like, it's eerie, but it's like exciting, because I get really excited when like you can make that contact, and I'm not gonna lie, the actual fact that I was able to make that contact and it be accepted as my shadow to do my workings, which I have some revenge workings I have to do, and that's the biggest reason why I wanted to do it tonight. If you've seen that this is not my actual live for the month, the runes is, but I needed this and I took it and I'm running with it. But the fact that the fact that he accepted while live says a lot, and it's actually like a huge honor. But don't worry, because like I said, nothing is gonna bounce to you guys through the phone or anything like that. Wow, sorry, that reflection is intense. That's so cool. I love mirrors, which I know Sarah Lee does too. Mirrors really can like zone you out when you like mirror scry through just regular mirrors and not like black mirrors. And I absolutely love it because the shit you can see in this is just crazy. And even though I closed the portal, what I see, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely amazing. Throws me off. I get so distracted. Yeah, because you weren't for a moment. We all saw it. See, I'm gonna have to watch the live again because I want to see like what I seen in here. It was like my mouth was like really high. Like I was like I don't think my head turned, but like in my reflection, my head turned, and then this huge smile, like, I got you, like, let's play. You know, like when someone's kind of giving like that devious kind of feel to it, it's kind of like, okay, let's play. And that's how it kind of felt, and that's how it seemed, and that's what I saw. And that's why I was like, oh, hello. I remember saying hello. But I do want to rewatch this live because I want to know what I was looking at and what you guys seen and stuff. Because, you know, it's, yeah. I felt like an out of body. And not like a possession, but like, yeah. It's so hard. I don't know how to describe it. I'm sure maybe Sarah Lee or Serenity can best describe it, but it was very out of body type of experience, and it was great. And for even a short amount of time to put myself into this, and I still am like zoning out in this mirror. And I love this mirror. This is my oldest mirror I have. This mirror is actually older than me. And I love this mirror. And I use this one and the one behind me for my bigger workings. And they stay only down in my office. They do not go upstairs ever. Working with mirrors is hypnotic. That's a fact. Yes. Revenge working. Can we watch that also? No. I'll just say no to that because I do use blood magic in that. And I do not feel comfortable showing that and what I do because the words that I use are very vindictive. They're very straight from the heart. They're very cold-hearted. And I don't want you guys to see that side of me, if that honestly makes sense. And that might sound bad, and I do apologize if it sounds bad. I don't want you guys to see that side of me. I want you guys to see the 90% happy-go-lucky that I am kind of person and stuff. When I do those types of workings, I get very, very dark, where some would say it's very sadistic, very dark villain, but it's more like, I'll cut your heart out if you even try. And I don't want you to actually see the state I put myself in to do that, because sometimes it scares me after the fact, but it's needed for what I need to do. So I have a few things that I have to take care of, so I'm gonna use that. Yeah, Alexia, we're actually at the very end. We're just talking about the experience of it, and how I had to watch the live, and I'm gonna age. I have to watch the live again to see like if we can see things in the back, but some people were able to see in the back. Yeah, Sarah Lee, that's actually a perfect way of explaining it. Sarah Lee said blood magic is very personal, 100%. And it's just one of those things where you really want to bring this down a little bit. See if it'll stay. I get back up with it. It is very personal, and it's just rough because I do slice myself. So I promise it's not any crazy parts, but I use my palms a lot. That's why I have a lot of other cuts, because I do a lot of blood magic, and it just comes with the territory of what I do. Yep. But comments, questions, concerns, again, you can make this completely your own way. I was actually originally taught this to use an actual string, but I don't like it because a string is so physical, and I want to feel the spiritual connection through it, and I want to feel that cold, hot, tingly right in the center, and I can't do that when I'm holding something physical. So I was, like I said, taught with a string. I don't like it, so I adjusted it and did it my way. See if we can turn this down. I'm coming back. Slowly, I'm coming back. All right. Any other questions about this? Like I said, you can use a lot of different things too. But the whole thing is, like Sarah Lee said, you want that hypnotizing through the mirrors. You want to... Let's see if I can do it. You want to see... You want to see that hypnotizing, right? You want to be like all up in that and just staring, crazy like, but oblivious. But that's what you're gonna see. And there's been other times where when I'm doing any type of spirit workings, I'm looking straight in my eyes, and it's so weird what it looks like on the camera. You see this? How like fogged like it is, but it's so clear to me. But you guys, what you guys see is so crazy. You know what I mean? It's so different what you guys see versus what I can see. Natasha says, since you closed the portal and said others are not welcome, does that affect your shadow? No. So it does not affect him because he's already here. So he already accessed through the portal. So I don't have to resummon him every time I do the working. He's already here with me to do the working. So he will become pretty much your actual shadow. So when you go to call upon him and stuff, you only have to find the shadow, and then you're just calling upon him. So an example would be like, if I want to do a manipulation type of magic, I'm gonna have candles, as of course, and I'm going to literally find that shadow, and I'm going to pull at him, and I'm gonna summon him through my actual shadow itself, because that's what it is. You're already binded to him, tethered to him. He accepted you, so now he is part of you. So by me closing this portal, I'm not allowing anything else that's not. Oh my god, I just lost everything in my brain. I've been having that a lot lately. By closing the portal, the mirror portal, I'm not allowing anything else to hop into my sanctuary and do misdeeds or have malicious intent and stuff like that. So, like I said, which I hope I said everything right. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. But I should have said something where, you become my shadow, or you are my shadow, and you are a part of me or attached to me. I should have said something like that. And that is literally binding him personally to me. So he will not cause me misdeeds because he is a part of me. So if I am harmed, he becomes harmed. If I am mistreated, he becomes mistreated. So that's where the whole, you become attached to each other. So if you're attacked spiritually, he becomes attacked spiritually. And do you think he was going to allow him to be attacked spiritually? He's not. And that's where that, okay, let's go, we're gonna play. So he takes it personally, because it is personal, because he is you and you are him. I hope I said that right. Sarah Lee says, I was taught with the string also, hoodoo version, and I felt the pull on the string. It was my first run of the course. I jumped. Ooh. I will say the first time I actually did this, my very, very first time, because I've summoned things through mirrors all the time, hence the reason I have mirrors. But my first time was, I couldn't get out of my head. I was like, is this really working? Okay, I think I'm just playing tricks on myself. This shit's not real. It's bullshit. But then I started hearing some weird shit, and then the fucking cold chills, excuse my language, the cold chills really got to me. And when I feel the cold run up my spine, that's whoa, bro, candle, calm down. When I feel cold chills, it's because I'm so fire energy based that cold's hey, you have something else here now. So it's my knock knock. Alexia says, but I don't really do blood magic. I'm curious about the topic, but really didn't tap into it because I always try. Oh, I get it. No, I get distracted easily too. Because there's words you're not supposed to say. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. 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 I'm trying to think if there's anything else. After I get off on this, I'm gonna do this one more time, even though I know he's accepted, but just feel like I need to do it one more time. You ever get like that? Like, you know it worked, but you need to do it again. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I need it. It's like an adrenaline rush. Like I need it. I need to access. I need to knock. I want to be there. I want to see it. It's kind of, yeah. It's like a theme. All right, guys. Comments, questions, or concerns? Anyone? Ask away while we sit in the darkness and just hang out and chill. Man, I look like crap today. I did a lot of shopping. Forgetting words, candle flickers, you know. I know. It's bad though. Like, my brain, I'll be talking and it just stops. Like, stops. And then I'm like, maybe I should get this checked out. And I did. And they said, there's nothing wrong with your brain. I'm like, okay, cool. About my memory. So they're like, oh, take these vitamins. It'll help. Oh, yeah, don't. The flickering of the candle. Like, it almost kind of, like, extinguished itself. And at first I thought because I accidentally, like, I spoke too loud and it was, like, maybe blowing it out. But I was like, the candle's too far away. And I've been talking, like, nonstop. And the candle has never almost fizzed itself out. So, yeah. Like that. And that. Okay. That's enough. Blow it that way so it doesn't blame me. Alright guys, well, if no one has anything else, I am going to head out. And I'm going to play a little bit more with my mirrors. Because I like mirrors. Alright guys, well, namaste. Have a good night, guys. And again, play around with it. Make it your own. But get lost in it. But find your way back. But get lost in it. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this. It's not ceremonial, so I'm just gonna give that disclosure again. It's not ceremonial. It's not meant to look pretty. It's not meant to have all the perfect little stuff. It's candle and 2 mirrors. That's it. You and the energy around and the portal itself. That's all it is. It's not meant to be something awesome. It's not meant to have pretty words and shit like that. Nope. This is real life, okay? Gotta think our ancestors never had all this shit. They had probably 2 broken little reflective things and maybe a candle or a bonfire. They used the bonfire. Who knows? They didn't do this shit with all this fancy shit. So why should we? Right? It's always nice to have pretty things, but this is old school. You, mirror, and a candle. Relaxing. Getting lost. Finding your way back. But seeking who you need to seek. So find that person. Shadow in this case. Did you guys hear that? Nubis is behind me. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Maybe I'm not supposed to do it again. I just got a warning. I'm not supposed to do it again. I'm gonna go back. Did you guys hear that shit? This is on the other side of my office, which is not done, not completed, nothing. And someone moved a basket of something. Candles, a little bit of jars and stuff, just sitting on the other side of my office that I haven't even remodeled yet. See this is why I love this shit. This is why I love it. Because you get this stuff. That's how you know your shit works. Okay? Proof and verification. I'm so glad that they let me do that shit live. And I waited for it. Okay? That's when you know this is real. This is how you know this shit works, okay? So if you've had doubts in your mind, because I know some of you have, if you have doubts in your minds, stop. Stop. If you believe it, it's gonna fucking happen, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts. And I did ask for verification, did I not? Sure did. Sure did. welcome to the dark side, ladies. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go have some fun. Till the next one. Namaste and blessed be, guys. Enjoy those shadows.